Welcome back everybody to a new weather video. If you haven't yet, please like, comment, subscribe if you want more of these videos. And let's get right into this video. So we're dealing with big weather change pattern, whatever you want to call it today. So right now we're dealing with flash flood watch up here for like 2 counties, and we're still dealing with ongoing snow across California. We're dealing with a major fire danger across across this area due to the fact that we have a new storm system coming in. It's going to deliver um, heavy heavy, very gusty winds across a lot of these areas. So, and then right across here, we're dealing with more wintry weather from the low pressure system. And then we're dealing with dense fog advisory for how because of the amount of moisture that has dropped in the cooler air that's pulling in. So, flash, uh, river flood warnings are still in effect across here. And then right in this general area, we're dealing with ongoing wildfires that are continuing to rage across Georgia and Florida. So, all right. So let's get right into your severe weather outlook for today. Today we have a marginal risk going from North Dakota down to uh, Texas today. We have marginal risk going from Indiana to through Ohio. So there's your risk for today. They may upgrade this part right here, but I'm not for sure yet. We'll see how the environment improves. No tornadoes, no tornadoes so far. Wind threat looks to be 5% and a 5% for wind risk today. Hail risk in this general area and right in here today. So that is your severe weather for today. Tomorrow we have the big severe weather outbreak pretty much starts today, but we do have a slight risk for severe weather and that big marginal risk for severe weather. Do have a thunderstorm risk out, and this lighter color down here is your thunderstorm outlook. Do have a potentially seeing strong to violent tornadoes in this general area. Right down here is going to be iffy. We're gonna because we are dealing with that dry front, which we'll see if storms can initiate. If they can't, well then we're not gonna get nothing. If they can, we're gonna get strong to violent tornado across Oklahoma. But we do have uh, the 5% chance of seeing tornadoes right across here because this has more of a higher chance of initiation than Oklahoma does. So, we do have a 15% chance of seeing damaging winds, and then a 5% chance of seeing damaging winds. So, we do have that risk of seeing large hail, including, and it does include a 15% chance. So, but like I said, right down here is going to be iffy. If we can get storms to initiate, we can see large to violent tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. That's if storms can initiate. So that's your risk for tomorrow. And we have more severe weather for your Friday. So we do have a risk for severe weather right in here, slight risk, and then we have that marginal risk of seeing severe weather, and then we have a marginal or a thunderstorm risk all across here. More thunderstorms across here. More thunderstorms across here. So, right now they have no Sig 1, but they do have that 15% and right in there, indicating that there's a 15% chance of likely seeing severe weather across there. So we don't know tornado risk or anything until tomorrow. So we're on now on Saturday, day 4. We now have a enhanced risk for severe weather already, and we do have that slight risk already. So it's not severe weather is not really moving much, but yeah, it's an indication that we could see violent tornadoes across Oklahoma. So, and then we are on Sunday. We do have another enhanced risk and another slight risk of seeing large to violent tornadoes. So, and in day 6 outlook already, we do have that 15% of seeing severe weather, which is that slight risk. So we're gonna go really deep into the severe weather and all that. So let's take a look. We're gonna look at satellite first to show you what the environment looks like right now. We still have that ongoing storm across here as it moves out, but we do have this new storm system over here. Hang on, let me put it white. So we still have this ongoing storm system over here, which will trigger our severe weather across here today. So, because the low pressure system is now, I would say, is now right up in there, so that will trigger our severe weather for today. So let's go into the models now. Let's show you the triple HR for here today. 12Z. All right, cool. So let's take a look. So about there's your Wednesday. So it seems like storms will initiate. Initiate right up in this general area of North or South Dakota and Nebraska. How severe will they get? It doesn't look too severe, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. But it doesn't look like it looks like we'll get like supercells right there. So I'll have to wait and see how that turns out to be. So, and then so we can look at Friday severe weather in the Triple HR model, as of 12Z. So yeah, but it looks like we do get that supercell threat that will form. But if we do get these discrete supercells right up in here, it's going to cause a big. There could be potentially a big tornado outbreak. So, and then eventually it will all congeal into a line. But as you guys can see, no severe weather so far down in Oklahoma, and models are indicating a very strong cap over Oklahoma City. So, and then we do get that very strong line. Wouldn't be surprising if we get 80, 75 to 80 mile per hour winds, with that imaging wind line there. But throughout the whole event, no severe weather for Oklahoma. So far. So I'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So we're going on this now. So yeah. Right here is where your low pressure system sits. Here's your cold front. So, and yeah, but yeah, we're more indications that we'll see severe weather down here. So there's that. And then yes, more indications of more severe weather is expected. I think there's a greater chance of seeing that. So, and more severe weather indications. So, let's look at Cape, because Cape is the one that has storm energy. So, all right. So let's look here. So, as you guys can see, huge indicator right here that will have the energy to support the storms in that risk area today. Thursday. So we do have that energy right up in here that supports that severe weather. But Oklahoma in general has the Cape. Are we going to get the question is the cap going to break? We don't know yet. Models are indicating no, but we'll see. So, but yeah, as you guys can see here, very high Cape values. Monday looks very concerning. Looks very concerning because we're literally seeing Cape values over around 5,000 in spots. So more than enough. So there's that. Pablo, come on. All right. Go to GFS now. Let's see what GFS shows. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't show. It shows actually weaker Cape, but still supportive for strong severe weather. For there. Let's look at the supercell outlook. I mean, you got your low pressure system right here, but it definitely shows somewhat of severe weather or supercells, but not. I wouldn't say it's not enough to upgrade yet. So, but yeah, but we definitely see We could definitely see some really good supercells, up in southern Kansas, right in this general area. So if we can get this cap to break, we can definitely see some pretty good supercells in Oklahoma. So, and then yeah, and then more indications for Sunday that we could see some pretty good supercells in Oklahoma for your Sunday. So let's see Monday. Monday we could see a really good, really violent supercells in on Monday. On Monday is probably my main. I really I'm really concerned about, especially Oklahoma, as it looks like we're seeing supercell values around 20 to 25. So not good at all. So. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. If you haven't yet, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow, or maybe tonight if it's if the models are indicating much more stronger stuff. So we might do a stream tonight. I don't know. It depends on the way the weather reacts. But if the weather's not too severe, then we'll just do a video tomorrow. So if you haven't yet, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow for another new video. Peace.